Well, hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. I'm Jill Bloom, Group Publisher of Walls and Ceilings, and welcome to a special episode of If Walls Could Talk. It's an honor to have with me today JT Turner, who's the CEO of GMS. JT, thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thanks, Jill. It's great to be here. Really appreciate it.
Our pleasure for sure. Well, JT, there's always so much that goes on with distribution, and you guys do so much for the contractor. There's so many services that you guys provide. But I really want to start off by just tell us a little bit about GMS and why are contractors so loyal, and why do they choose GMS? What do they love about GMS the most?
If I'm really going to try to describe what they love about GMS the most, it's our firm commitment to them and their success, and our belief that service is the foundation of our business, and that we need to earn their business and earn their trust. And we work on that every day. We make sure that we do what we say we're going to do. We show up where we say we're going to show up. We honor the quotes that we put into the marketplace. We make sure that we have the materials available. We commit as a company with our resources as well. So we use our balance sheet to ensure that we have the inventory that we need, make sure that we have a modern fleet that's reliable and up to speed. We make sure that our team is trained and safe behind the wheel, trained and safe on job sites so that our contractors don't have to worry about that. And so we really do start first and foremost with all about service. And that's foundational for us from the 78, when we were founded, our original founders. We were privately held until 2014, went public in 2016. And our founders were really with the business really just until a couple of years ago. And their thumbprints are firmly embedded across this organization. And so we owe a lot, culturally to that foundation and how we grew up. I think it's evidenced in some respects too by our brand strategy and what's meaningful to the contractor. GMS is a holding company in a lot of respects. Okay. Nobody really knows GMS. We don't advertise GMS. We don't sell as GMS. Right here in Florida, we're Gator Gypsum and Olympia Building Materials, and we might be Cowtown Materials to some people, J&B Materials. We're Watson in Toronto. So we are those original businesses that we've acquired over the years, and many greenfields as well that we've built up over the years. But we respect the legacies of those businesses and those founders as well. And those entrepreneurs made things work by taking great care of customers, right? And so that's foundational for us. And I guess that's really the secret sauce.
I love it. Well, I love that you keep those brands because there's so much history with all of those brands, right? As you bring those on. But I think as you're talking about service and taking care of that contractor, one of the coolest things that I think that you guys have done is really kind of expand on your e-commerce and some of the technologies. So can you talk about that? What's special going on there with GMS? And
absolutely.
E-commerce?
So you talk about legacy and history and 50 years of being in business, and then you flash forward to 2024, and what do you have to be to be meaningful to a customer? Yeah. Besides all those other things I mentioned before, being on time, having the materials, having the right value for the customer, you need to be sure that you're fully capable in the the e-commerce space. And so about 4 or 5 years ago, we launched our e-commerce solution, which is now fully functional as a B2B solution. Again, a commitment to the contractor. It's not a B2C solution. We're not a B2C company. We are fully committed to that contractor customer. Yeah. And so we have a solution, everything from being able to see the inventory that's available to you, being able to see your pricing ahead of time, being able to understand delivery time and availability, place your order if you choose to, track your order throughout the whole process. Okay. When we make a delivery, you immediately get notifications if you want that the materials are there. You can hit a link off that text note and see the pictures of the product sitting there, and then you can get your proof of deliveries, you can pay your bills. And so particularly if you're a commercial contractor and you think about trying to make a draw, let's say, on a project where historically all of the time and effort it took to get a proof of delivery, to accumulate the invoice, to put all that together in your packet to send off your draw, well, now you just go online and get it. It's there.
Yeah, which is amazing. And can they do that off from their phone, or do they have to be on a tablet?
Nope, they can do it from their phone, they can do it from a tablet, they can do it from a PC. Fully mobile function.
That is amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool. And now we're going to move a little further forward in that process as well and try to be better on the front end for the contractor to really display the breadth of products that we now have available, which is we continue to expand what we call our complementary space as well, so that we can really be that true full service one-stop shop for our contractor customers. So that front end, if you want to be able to find fire treated lumber, if you want to see fire stop, if you want to have those types of products, we have those products. We haven't yet gotten to the point where those are front and center on our e-commerce platform, but we're in the process of moving that way.
Well, it's always a moving target, right? And I know that there's a lot of you were testing this for a long time before it actually launched. But what do you find that the contractors say about that e-commerce and what is it the ease? Like what's kind of the top 2 or 3 things that they love the most about it?
As you would expect too, it's e-commerce, and the adoption of e-commerce is kind of generational in a lot of ways.
Yeah, right.
So it was funny that the younger generations are grabbing it and using it for just about everything.
Yeah.
And then it actually the original uptake and the fastest adoption was bill pay.
Okay.
Which kind of surprised us a little bit. We thought it might be order management, right?
Okay.
We know placing the order online is something that some people don't want to do necessarily because they have their own purchasing systems.
Sure.
So they've already cut a purchase order.
Yeah.
So it's like, why do I need to now rekey that for you? You take my purchase order, which is fine, and then we put it in. Okay. And then once it's there, you can manage your whole business with us. But it all started in the back of house, really, and it's funny because the payable side on their end said, wait a minute, this is really easy. Yeah. I want to do this, and I want to be able to pull those documents. I want to be able to have those communications electronically with the receivables people over at GMS and work through things on an electronic basis. And then that really kind of worked its way back up to the front end. So that's kind of how the adoption has gone.
I love it. Well, it's a great program that you guys have. That's such an awesome thing for contractors that they love. But if anybody wants to find out more, JT, where do they go? How do they find out more about GMS?
So any of our brands, gms.com, right, gypsummanagement.supply.com will get you to our basic website, our holding company website. And from there, you'll see all of our brands and all of our locales. But all of those brands have their own URLs as well that explain all of the branch locations, hours, timing, local leadership, management. And you can contact anybody from there, or you can also just leave us a note at gms.com on any of the contact us, and we'll get that information out and get a follow-up to any contractor that wants to hang out with us.
And anything else, anything else that we can see from GMS in the future? Any other things on the horizon?
Well, we're really still very acquisitive, and so we're continuing to grow the business and expand, and we're really proud of the Camco acquisition we just made in New York. That's a fantastic team up there, great brand, legacy of many years in that marketplace. Really a lot of strength in Canada right now as well. So to our Canadian friends that are watching, we'll continue to grow the business up there.
I love it.
And then again, we're going to expand our product capability so that we really are a full service, one-stop shop for absolutely anything that an interior contractor might need.
That's beautiful. Well, thanks again, JT. I really appreciate you joining me.
Oh, I appreciate being here. It's fun. Thank you.
Most definitely. And if anybody has any questions for us, it is wconline.com. And while you're there, make sure you sign up for all our social media so you can watch all our videos and interviews like we are doing today with JT. But most importantly, stay safe and healthy, and we can't wait to talk to you soon. Thanks again, JT.
All right. Thanks again.